Good afternoon, conference. My name is Lindsay Bruce, as Andrea has just mentioned. I manage Kimberly-Clark's business in hotels, restaurants, and also leisure. And my mission today, I guess, is to help tell you a little bit about Kimberly-Clark and why we believe sustainability is so important for our business. And if I can, perhaps share some insights and tips on how we can help share with you, our customers, the path forward. So, firstly, here's an image that's just enlarging of our forefathers, and there are 4 of them. They began our business in Wisconsin in the USA, converting rag into newsprint. And they founded the business on 4 principles, and that was having the best products, deal fairly with our customers, serve them well, and be kind to society in which we live and work. And those principles still ring true for us today. We have a long heritage of innovation, and at the turn of the century we developed a wadding product that was used in the First World War as a field dressing. And from that we developed other innovations. In the 20s we introduced the first feminine napkin under the Kotex brand. We developed the first soft facial tissue, and Kleenex was born. And also, farewell to Bronco, we introduced the first soft toilet tissue on a roll. And just imagine how much pleasure those things have brought to society. Today, our brands are renowned globally. We have grown into a $21 billion business, but we're not just about exceptional brands. We work within our professional marketplace to help partner business to become exceptional workplaces for guests and colleagues. And we do that primarily with 2 platforms. First of all, the Healthy Workplace program, which sets out to encourage employees to improve hand hygiene, and that helps reduce the spread of bacteria, germs, and helps reduce absenteeism rates, and that really makes business more productive. And secondly, within industry, Kimberly-Clark is recognized as a lean thought leader, and our sales consultants are trained to identify waste in all its shapes and forms and help industry become more proficient, efficient, and productive. But for us, sustainability starts at the very top of the organization. And at Kimberly-Clark, we believe that what's good for business must be good for the environment and also in the interest of the people that we serve every day. It's a firm conviction that we have carried forward for the last 140 years. And if I may, I'd like to share a short video with you that sets out to explain some of our missions.
At Kimberly-Clark Professional, people are at the heart of our business, because people are what make a business exceptional. Our products touch over 1 billion people every day, so our impact on a sustainable future matters. Tomorrow matters. We set ourselves ambitious targets to put a sustainable future front of mind across the 3 pillars that form our sustainability vision: people, planet, and products. This is our sustainability vision. We believe in building fair and ethical practices into our supply chain and in giving back to the communities where we operate, supporting healthier, happier people. So what have we done? We launched the Healthy Workplace Project to help our customers educate and encourage their employees in better hygiene behaviors, creating healthier environments where people are ill less often and feel happier at work and home. Our customers can enjoy sustainable growth to their business, and we can ensure we're growing ours within our planet's resource limits. That's why at KCP we have dedicated teams that develop ideas to make our mills more energy efficient and reduce CO2, water usage and waste. We're exploring renewable energies, and 100% of our virgin fiber comes from certified sources. Since 2007, we have reduced water waste by 12% and carbon dioxide by over 7%. Our Koblenz mill is the first to achieve the internationally recognized energy management standard ISO 50001. And we're sure that's the first of many. And we are continuing to innovate. Take our paper towels, for example. We removed as much air as possible from the clip, so we can squeeze up to 50% more into each packet, which means 50% more per box, and more in each truck, resulting in fewer trucks on the road, all to help our products be kinder to our planet. That's why we use FSC certified fiber and a patented manufacturing process that uses 17% less fiber. It is sustainable product innovation like this that has won recognition for many of our products by Eco-Label. You can feel confident when you partner with Kimberly-Clark that you are helping to create exceptional workplaces and a sustainable future. This is our vision. People, planet, products. Creating a better world for you.
Thank you. Hopefully that probably took away a number of the words that I would have had to take about 3 hours to explain. So it condensed a lot of the things that we do into just 3 minutes. We're really proud to partner with some of the world's biggest sustainability programs. And this year we're proud that Green Tourism selected Kimberly-Clark as a partner, as a preferred supplier. You'll also see that Greenpeace is mentioned. We have an active working relationship with Greenpeace. However, we were not always in their good books. Taking you back 10 years, 10 years ago, Greenpeace were picketing at Kimberly-Clark gates. They accused us of taking some of our raw material from natural forests in the boreal forests of Canada. Now, I've worked for Kimberly-Clark for 27 years. I actually think we're one of the good guys. We don't kill whales, we don't pollute the Gulf of Mexico. But we bought our fibre from managed forests. However, they didn't have the badge that Greenpeace wanted the forests to have. So we engaged with Greenpeace, and we didn't just drop our suppliers. We worked with our suppliers and we brought them along and helped them attain the badge. And that meant that it was good for us in the long term, and it was always going to be good for the communities that our suppliers served as well. And obviously after a few years, finally, Greenpeace closed their case against Kimberly-Clark, and again, very pleased to report that today Greenpeace recognise Kimberly-Clark as the desired model for fibre sourcing globally. Thank you. Is that a round of applause? Thank you. So we do take trees from forests, but they are managed forests. It's like corn. You harvest a tree every 80 years instead of just every 6 months. But we also do a tremendous amount of recycling, and I'm going to talk to you about a mill in North Wales at Flint, where it's 100% dedicated to the manufacture of toilet tissue, and we use recycled fibre 100%. And the outer loop explains what we do. We take somebody else's waste, we buy it from factors, and we turn it into toilet tissue that you use in hotels, hospitals, and offices. If you visited our factory and went into the goods receipt area, you would see big stacks of magazines, newsprint and cardboard, all baled up. And now 50% of those bales include newsprint and glossy magazines from the papers that you put out on your doorstep every fortnight. We then turn that into toilet tissue that helps improve the nation's hygiene when we're away from home. And I think that's a really good story. We take the fibre from this country, we make it something in this country, and we sell it here too. And I think that's really great. But that's only half the story, because the inner wheel tells another. With recycling, there's a fair amount of byproduct. With 50,000 tonnes that comes in at the goods receipt area, it only yields products to go to customers to the value of 35,000 tonnes. So that gives our teams really big challenges on what we are going to do with it rather than divert it to landfill. So we do have some imaginative things. Some of the byproducts that we have are rather smelly. It's a sort of grey effluent that comes and it generates clay. And that's the sort of filler that if you read glossy magazines every month in your What Car or your Woman's Own, it makes the sheet glossy, and you just cannot use that in the manufacture of toilet tissue, so it generates all the sludge. And we take this product and work with suppliers, and some of it we incinerate to create energy, and then the resultant ash goes off to cement manufacture. But then some of it we actually turn to dry and provide to the farming community in North Wales as animal bedding. And as you can see, Daisy looks particularly contented as she's lying on top of what was once before a byproduct of recycling. Now let's turn back to why we do, why we value partnering with green tourism. There's two very key reasons. The first is commercial, very important, and the hospitality sector today in the United Kingdom is acutely aware that their guests want to stay in responsible businesses. We all do an awful lot at home and spend energy in recycling nowadays, and so hotels recognise that and they turn towards their suppliers to make sure that they partner with suppliers who are on the same path as they are. And then, of course, it's a matter of trust. In this day and age of TripAdvisor and of social media, it's not simply good enough as a manufacturer to have ISO 14001. We actually have a brand that we have to protect, and our customers don't want their loyalty taken for granted, and they want brands to come under a degree of scrutiny. So we acknowledge that you, our customers, are seeking to make an informed choice. So why did we score so highly with green tourism on our assessment? Well, if you cast your eyes across at this banner, we have a life cycle approach that takes us from product design through to disposal. And what we try to do is reduce our product's life cycle, the impact that it has on the environment at each step, through raw material sourcing, manufacturing and transport and so forth. The second area is also our unique technologies. First of all, AirFlex, we actually put in 17% less fibre at the front end of the machine to produce a towel or a wipe that comes out of the machine that's twice as absorbent as a base sheet that's twice as thick. So in other words, a one-ply AirFlex base sheet does the job of a conventional two-ply base sheet, and that means that you're putting half the fibre into the bin or into the recycling area once you've used it, and that's a really strong story. The other technology that we have is foam soap. We're all familiar with foam soap. It comes out of the machine, air bulks up the formula, and it produces a lovely rich lather that it's easy to spread over your skin. But the excellent story that foam soap has is that when you put it under the tap, it's easy to rinse off. In fact, you use 16 to 45% less water to wash your hands, And that means 16 to 45% less energy to heat the water. And that is an incredible win-win for the environment. Now, I can really testify for this product because a little over a teaspoon of this formula goes a long way, and it can entirely cover my generous proportions, as you can see. I'll take that off the screen, but there might be ladies in the room. Now look, here's how we can help on your journey towards green tourism accreditation. Every year, retaining a bronze, a silver, or attaining a gold becomes very hard. So look, if you choose Kleenex or Scott products in your guest bedrooms, or whether it's for front of house use at events or outdoor attractions, whether it's a hand towel, foam soap, or toilet tissue, or whether it's back of house and kitchen areas with centre feeds or also microfiber cloths, you can collect points, and that does help you along your accreditation journey. Now, we really enjoy some fantastic relationships with our customers, and we think they're the heroes. Now, some of you will be our customers today, and of course some of you I'm almost preaching to come and join us. And if you want to join us, then there's a very simple and easy way. From Monday, working in conjunction with Green Tourism, helping prepare the web links that are necessary, and with Smith and Coburn, who earlier presented Ecover to you, you'll shortly be able to purchase or browse to purchase the full range of Kimberly-Clark's eco products. They wouldn't be on there if they hadn't been selected and approved by Green Tourism. So if you want to browse and select, and of course ultimately make me happy by purchasing, then please feel free to go look. Now, the final part of my piece today is really to introduce the most important part of this joint effort, and that is Nick Lancaster, who's the Operation Director of Langdale Resorts. And if Nick could join me, Nick works in a fantastic area of the country. It's a beautiful place, and I think he's going to tell you all about that and just a little bit about how we work together this year. Thanks.